Alright, day 6 of the turbo build. So today, we are going to wrap the two exhaust pieces. We're going to wrap the custom up pipe and we're going to wrap the upper section of the downpipe. You might be wondering why I painted the up pipe and the downpipe if I'm going to wrap it anyway. A lot of people say that they have issues on the long term of when they wrap their up pipe, you soak the wrap in water so that it can stretch out a little bit. And when they do that, they get major rust on the downpipe or the up pipe or the headers or whatever they're wrapping because you're introducing that water to it. Yes, it dries, but you're also putting water on it. And I figured I had the paint, so I might as well just paint those so I wouldn't have to worry about rust in the long term or worry as much about rust in the long term. So I have my up pipe and I have my downpipe and I have my roll of wrap. So I think that's a 50-foot roll of 2-inch wide white fiberglass wrap. I got it on eBay. I picked white because I'm going to paint it anyway so that it won't absorb any oil. One thing you need to remember when you're wrapping your header, if it's in a position where it's going to get oil leaked on it or where it could have oil leaked on it, you might want to reconsider wrapping it because oil dripping down onto the wrap will absorb in the wrap. With severe heat, it could cause a fire and start your engine on fire. So you don't want that. So what you want to do is you can either buy header wrap spray, which you spray over the top of the header wrap when you're done, and that seals it up, or you can just use header paint or high heat paint, and you just want to spray that up to so it absorbs the paint and it won't absorb oil. When you're done wrapping everything, the header wrap should be hard. It should be like a little casing that goes around the whole exhaust. It shouldn't be fabric-y still. If it's fabric-y, it can absorb oil and then start on fire. So that's what you don't want to do. So I have just a bucket of water and I stuck my wrap in there. I'm going to put gloves on and kind of squish it around just so that it's totally saturated. And then I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping it. Alright, so this is fiberglass header wrap. And just like fiberglass cloth or fiberglass mat, if you handle it without gloves on, you're going to get a bunch of little fiberglass slivers. And those suck. So use gloves. When you're happy with how saturated the wrap is, go ahead and start wrapping. Alright, so most of these wraps will come with these metal zip ties. And they work alright. Obviously, you just stick it through, and then you're going to need to crimp it so that it doesn't slide back out. It does a pretty good job by itself of not sliding out, just by how it's designed. But so you got these. You can also just use some wire, and you're gonna wrap the wire around it and then twist it off. Now this wire is probably not as strong as I need it to be for this job, so I am gonna use those zip ties. In a couple spots, if it's saggy, I'll go ahead and use this wire to just tighten it up a little bit, but I'm going to rely more on these zip ties than on the wire. The way I have this set up is going to make it a lot easier to wrap, so it's supported right here on the center block with the clamp, and that'll make it so I can use both hands to really stretch out that wrap and make sure I get some good wraps all the way around. So now I'm going to wrap the downpipe, and I'm only going to wrap to right here, down on right before the first cat. Mostly I'm worried about this section here and its proximity to all of my wiring and AC lines. So that's my main reason for wrapping these. I wouldn't really worry about it. I'm not concerned about keeping engine bay temps down or anything. I'm more worried about keeping heat away from the things that aren't designed to have heat around them. So this is going to do a really good job of keeping that kind of heat down. I'm really just trying to wrap this as tight as I can, especially around this flex joint, because it's still going to flex, but it makes it look better and it's functionally better. So again, I'm wrapping this section of it double, just because I'm not too pressured on space, but I do want to make sure that this part of the downpipe doesn't get too hot, because this is the part that's closest to all my wiring. My main engine harness loom comes right past here. Sun time.